Hey, welcome, guys, to one of my favorite things we do for new consultants and for seasoned consultants who just feel like they are out of the loop with product. Um, this is called MK Close-Up. Really, it is just like I tell people all the time, you can come in your bathrobe, you can come with your hair in a towel, you can come with charcoal mask on your face. Just don't come naked. And so this is literally just hanging out with me. Sometimes I think I should probably put um on my PJs and make y'all even feel more comfortable. I might surprise y'all and do that one night. This is also a place in case you didn't know this. In fact, put in the chat if you're a guest. Tell us who you're a guest of, which consultant you're a guest of. But this is also something as consultants, we can have up to five guests each. Like your best friend, your mom, your sister, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, people that are just close to you that are the kind of people that if you found a great shoe sale or a great recipe, they'd be the ones that you're calling because it's just hanging out with me, going through all my favorites. It doesn't change much each time because your favorites are your favorites, but it's not scripted. People across the country, top director friends of mine have said, "Oh my gosh, I've heard about your MK close-up. Can you send me the outline?" I'm like, "No, I cannot." Like literally, y'all, I work with, I've talked to 12,000 people at a time. I've worked with teleprompters. I've worked with scripts. If everybody will just mute, that would be awesome.
I guess not.
Let's see. Okay. Just make sure you stay muted especially since we're recording. I'll give you a chance at the end for us to come undone. But come undone. That's a new coined phrase tonight. For this particular reason. Anyway, it's not scripted. It's just me and you hanging out, almost like if we were in my living room and we were all piled up in our comfies and I was digging through my makeup bag. So awesome. If you have questions, put them in the chat. I get a little or a lot ADD-ish, and so I might not necessarily address them, but the minute I stop the recording, I'll go back through the chat and I'll answer everything that I didn't answer. So, if you didn't hear me say this, if you're a guest of a consultant, put your name in the chat and tell us who you're a guest of. And if you hopped on and you didn't hear me say this, the next one, you are eligible to have up to five personal guests each. And I just think it's like, I don't know, like when we came out with our clear brow gel, I was like telling my best girlfriends and my best customers, who some of them are my best girlfriends. So it's just like, guys, we have a like in between laminated and just, grooming your brows. You got to have this, because that would be weird if I didn't tell them. So that's what this is about. Okay, so we're going to talk about my philosophy and my vision. My vision is that if you are a Mary Kay consultant or a Mary Kay client, that you look and feel like $1 million with this product as a vehicle, period. That's my vision. And, I don't, I want to be clear. Like, this is not the 80s. I'm not wearing a plaid sport coat and going door to door. We've never done this. But I love being in sales, but I really see more of what I do as transferring how to feel and look like $1 million with a certain product. So that's what I'm talking about. I want you to know, because I was raised up north and then I moved to Louisiana, got this accent, that I talk really fast. And so sometimes if you're like, don't have a clue what that chick just said, just type in the chat. And when I come off my ADD moment, I'll answer everything. Also, when we finish, you're going to get a text from me and it's going to have a link. Some people it comes through in the picture. It's going to have a link. Don't be scared. It's not a scam. It really is me. And when you click that link, it's going to show you a picture that's like a checklist, a wish list that you can keep. Or it might ask you to it depends on your phone. It might ask you to put your email in. I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to email you. It's just for identification. I won't even get that email. And you're going to get that list. But it's awesome. It also has a sheet that I love that's called a Pride Point sheet. And it helps me not go over all those things. But I love for you to be proud of the company that you're associated with, whether you're a consultant or a client. Things that we stand for: zero landfill. We partner with the Arbor Foundation and through Compact returns for recycling, we planted over 1.4 million trees. We've given close to $100 million to eradicate cancers that affect women, the research that affects that, and to support people who are in women and children that are in domestic violence situations. And so it tells you a lot of those kind of things. And I just love for you to know it because I don't know about you. I've always felt this way, but even more in a post-pandemic society, people want to associate with companies that they trust and people that they value their values. And so you can stand on us. We're there. Okay, we're going to talk about the product. Now, I always start with my grandmother's. I'm not going to give you the recipe, but my grandmother had a pie recipe, like a homemade pie, not like a pudding box, like the recipe actually where she made the pie. And that was the basis of whether she made a coconut pie or a chocolate pie or a lemon meringue pie or, all the different kinds of pies. I'm not really a sweet girl. I'm a sweet girl, but I'm not a sweets girl. So that basis is like your skincare. Now, if you've not done our Mary Kay Skin Analyzer app, I want you to search that tonight when you get through in your app store. And it'd be a great night to do it. You can do it with no makeup in great lighting, bathroom lighting, or you can do it in the morning in the daylight. And scan your face, download it, scan your face, screenshot. There's about 4 or 5 slides of the scan, different, pigmentation lines, things like that. It's very like, whoa, scientific. Screenshot it, send it to your consultant, or if you're a consultant, send it to your director, and also send the product list. Now, if you're a customer, I want to warn you, don't freak out. It's a long list. If I don't tell people, they're like, oh my gosh. No, that is the basis from where we start to customize your skincare experience. If someone tells you that skincare is one size fits all, it is not. It is completely customizable. And it's based on that scan a lot of times, not necessarily, but on that scan and some questions that we ask called the Magic Wand questions. So in the chat right now, this is one thing I'm going to come back to. I want you to write down the answers to this. If I had a skincare magic wand and I could wave it across your face, body, skin, all the things, and you could change or improve anything and everything that you wanted to about your skin, what would those things do? Now, we're all girlfriends here. I know skin is my jam. And so pop that in there. And that's what we ask our clients too, based on that. So we take that list and we take the answers to that question and we begin to customize your skincare set just for you. Now, another thing you need to be happy about, and I promise I'm about to show you some products, is we follow the European Union as a company. We have over 1,600 patents to our name in skincare and anti-aging. We will have been in business 63 years this coming September. 62 years this coming September. And the European Union bans over right at 1,600 ingredients, 1,600. The FDA, which is, I want to say it's the comparable organization, but it's not comparable, but it is what we have in the United States. The FDA bans 13, not 1,300, 13. And somebody just told me it went down to 11 instead of up. I'm like, no, backwards. So obviously we have to adhere to FDA. We're in the United States, but we're also in 39 markets, different countries. And so we follow the European Union. Why is that important? Because there are no medical terms for these terms. So if you've read these on containers or you've seen them or someone's touted them from their voice, organic, natural, clean, non-toxic, cruelty-free, gluten-free, none of those. Oh, fireworks. I don't know how I did that, but that was really cool. None of these are FDA terms. Those terms are not, FDA has no terms like that, medical, clinical terms for cosmetics and skincare. Now they have them for food, but they do not have them. So if you see those terms, they are only and always marketing terms. So you'll notice you don't hear us say that, because we are paraben free, sulfate free. I mean, like the only preservative we use is the one you'd have to use that's safe so that your product, I'm looking at my refrigerator. I'm such a, like this girl. Your product would only last a week in the refrigerator if it didn't have that. And I love that. Now, I'm what I call a scrunchy girl. So I'm 80% crunchy, maybe 20%. I'm going to eat a piece of bacon every once in a while. So anybody that's crunchy, all crunchy, I love it. I love it because I'm a holistic functional medicine. I'm that girl. I just am not going to tell you I'm completely crunchy, but I love that. I also love that we have the only manufacturing facility of its kind in Lewisville, Texas, state of the art, built right around 2020. In fact, we became essential when the United States declared that and put us all at home, whatever that was called. I don't remember, and I don't want to get shadow banned. But we became essential because we made hand sanitizer and distributed it to the Baylor White Scott organization, hospitals across the nation. So we were very grateful to be able to do that. But the other thing you need to know about that is we have our doctors are on staff. Dr. Lucy Gilday is our Chief Scientific Officer and President of Product Branding. And we have several other dermatologists on staff. All of our labs are in-house. Our research and development is in-house. Every product goes through over 500,000 tests before it's released. The thing that's important to you is that if you had, let's say you had two great brands, say you had a ZO cleanser and a Gliderm or, you know, Prescriptives moisturizer, and you use them, whichever one you bought second, you're almost always going to have a reaction on your skin from the chemicals in those products because they're reacting together because they were not made to go together. Whatever one you bought second is the one you're going to think you're having a reaction to, but you're not. You're 9.5 times out of 10 not having a reaction. Only about 3% of the population is actually sensitive to something, if it's not a combination. The great thing about ours being made in-house is what I'm about to show you is you can integrate all of our product lines. For example, I use a combination of our repair line, our Time-Wise Miracle line, and our a little bit of Clear Proof mask thrown in there, and then a Naturally Oil. So I can mix them all because our doctors made them to go together. I love that because otherwise, how is customization an option, And we want you, what? To look and feel like $1,000,000 with our product as the vehicle. So when we start with that pie recipe, we start with the skincare set. This is the repair set. This is everybody's favorite. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and invite you, if your consultant hasn't, Thursday night, we're doing a Hydra session. Girl, have you heard of the glass skin trend? It was the number one trend in 2024, and it's the number one trend in 2025. The Koreans, we call it K-beauty, pioneered it, but it's your skin looking like glass, being soft as a baby's booty, like butter. And this part of the set is what we use to do that. This set is if you have any repair to do, if you grew up when I did and you put iodine in your baby oil and fried yourself on top of the university roof before you knew skin cancer was invented. I know. This is just sad. Or if you just like intentionally didn't take care of your skin, or maybe you've always had good skin, but you've never really had to do anything to it. And all of a sudden you're like, I need to do some stuff to it. So this line is for you. It's luxury line, prestige line, all the things. That's the repair set. The next set is also amazing. It's actually the only set that FDA allows us to say it makes a difference in one day. The other one does as well, but FDA allows us to say this. We only make claims that the FDA allows us. Well, the European Union as well. So it's a cleanser, a nighttime recovery, a daytime defender that has sunscreen in it, and then an antioxidant moisturizer. We don't have an eye cream in it because we customize that eye cream for you, which almost always it's the repair eye cream. So this is good starter anti-aging, or if you think, I don't really have anything to repair, but I want to start now and build the skin that I have. You also can cross-reference. So say that you really want the lifting serum and the eye cream from the repair set, but you're not quite ready to move to repair, then you can add those to your set. And because we are made in-house, we can make those work for you. Okay, so that's your pie recipe. What we add from there is needs specific. I'm going to tell you some faves, and then when I stop the recording, I'm going to go to the chat. Don't forget to put your magic wand answers. If I had a magic skin wand and I could wave it across your face and change or improve anything about your skin, what would you have happen? So the next two products I'm going to show you are actually two products that we'll show you Thursday night when put with the repair set. they make up the glass skin look. The first one is our charcoal mask. I always open this. I'm not going to do it tonight because I caught myself. Um, Always open this and smell it like you have smell-o-vision, and you don't. But it is smells so good. When it comes in our boxes, the whole box smells like a spa. I love that smell. Just clean, fresh. Mm. It has cucumber extract, honeysuckle extract, rosemary extract. It has eucalyptus, which is the minty smell. It has activated charcoal. Do you know that activated charcoal absorbs hundreds of times its weight in impurities? So it acts like a vacuum to your pores. And do you know that your pores can hold 7 years of debris? 7 years. This is what happens when somebody has really great skin. I say that they call us at their crisis years, like 29, 39, 49, 59, whatever crisis they feel like that year is. Mary Kay used to say that she was 30 through. I'm 30 through too. Is anybody 30 through? I'm 30 through. Anyway, so I totally lost my train of thought. So uh, so the people come to us at those ages and they're like all of a sudden they are having pore enlargement or skin difficulties and they've never really had to fool with it. But what it is the accumulation of gunk and things from the environment in their pore causing that pore to enlarge because it can't do anything else because it's got gunk in there. Okay, so this you do once or twice a week. If you have a teenage skin, super oily hormonal skin, you can build up to 3 times a week, but you do not start there because it's going to pull all of that out of your pores. And it is amazing. The other ingredient it has is an extract from the navy bean, which is proprietary to us and Mary Kay, not the navy bean itself, obviously, the extract. And the extract has an extreme brightening, not bleaching, brightening effect. That's what I noticed the first time I used it is that my skin looked brighter and fresher. Okay, the other product in the Hydra session that we do this coming Thursday is my favorite product other than our skincare. I love this product. Who could use a texture game changer? Y'all. It is so, y'all. I sounded so country when I said that. It is a chemical exfoliant. So you do not want to have a skincare routine that does not include exfoliation. You want to have a cleansing, a moisturizing, and exfoliation, and anything to replace lost moisture. This, however, we have a wonderful physical exfoliator. It's a microdermabrasion set, has the same crystals in it that the machine does at the Medi Spa, and it's heavenly. I do it 2 or 3 times a week on the days I don't do this. I do this 2 times a week without fail, and it's the chemical exfoliant. I have to use my hands. So the physical exfoliant will slough off the surface of the skin and polish your skin, get those cells that are kind of hanging on and slough them off. So that's necessary. A chemical exfoliant, because this has glycolic acid in it, will not only just do the surface, but it kind of digs down a little deeper to the ones that are just clinging to each other and gets those off. And what do you notice when you finish is as you begin to apply your moisture products after that, is your skin receives them. Have you ever felt like your foundation was sitting on top of your face or your moisturizer just wasn't soaking in? That is 9.9 times out of 10, you are not exfoliating properly. Well, when you go to a Medi Spa, and one of my best friends owns a Medi Spa, it's fabulous. I love all things skin. And that's what they do. And if you go and you ask for a peel, there's all sorts of intensities. You can get a light chemical peel or a deep chemical peel. With all of them, because I've asked her extensive. I ask her all the skin things, because she's also a medical professional. Your skin will slough off. It will actually peel anywhere from just a little alligator-ish looking to like as if you were sunburned and you started peeling. Now, when you finish 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, it looks like a baby's booty. It looks fabulous. But I'll bet y'all, I don't have time to peel and not be able to wear makeup for 3 weeks. We deliver ours in a marine botanical so that there's no downtime. So you literally cleanse your face, avoid your eye area, put this on your face. I do it on mine. You'll see before and after pictures Thursday if you come to our Hydra session. Invite all your friends. I do it all the way on my neck and kind of like my décolleté as well. And leave it on for 10 minutes. I just set the timer, leave it on for 10 minutes, wipe it off, and then do the rest of my products. Texture game changer. You won't recognize your skin. You will pet your face. It feels so good. Okay, 2 things that everybody uses. Take a sip. are our micellar water and our oil-free eye makeup remover. Now, micellar water, y'all tell me in the chat if you were using skincare when we used, back in the day when we used like cleansing cloths. We stopped promoting those in the industry because it's not that they themselves were bad, but we could not control people that were going to do like this and completely damage their ceramide, their skin barrier. And we do not want to advocate that. So instead, we introduced micellar water. Micellar water is like a magnet to impurities. And I live in the South. I don't know where, we're all across the country when you're watching this or you're watching the replay, but humidity, hot, just, all that. And you do this first, this eye makeup remover and then it's a double cleanse, and then you do your cleanser. Y'all, that's a game changer too. Because have you ever done your cleanser and thought, I don't think I'm really clean? Well, this is it. So that's a micellar water. This, we sell one of these every 5 seconds. Is our most popular product. If you've ever used this, you know you will use it for forever. It is our eye makeup remover and it's oil free. One of the things about the EU, European Union, is that you can't say something's oil free unless it's oil free. The FDA allows you to have up to a certain amount of oil in it and still call it oil free, which I don't know about y'all, but that'd be lying. It's not oil free. So it's separated because part of it takes care of the waterproof liner and shadows and things like that. And the other part is regular. So you shake it up. You just put it on a cotton round, saturate your eye and your eyebrow, and then gently wipe off. And it takes all your eye makeup off. It is amazing. You will want two because you always want to have a spare. When you get to your spare, order another one. My customers are trained to do that because they're like, I'm not running out of this. So that is eye makeup remover. That'll be on your list that you get when I text you. For your lips, this is our extra emollient night cream. This is our OG product back in the day when Mary Kay bought the formula for the original Mary Kay skincare from a hide tanner's granddaughter. He literally developed a formula. He began to look at his hands. Her hands were so much younger, so he began to use it on his face. And the granddaughter had no interest in marketing it. She was just handing it out to her friends, and Mary Kay met her. And she had taken really good care of her financially. She bought the formula. And I put this on my lips every night. See how, like, super moist. So if you have problem lips, really if you don't, because I don't really have problem lips, but it might be because I do this. So that's our extra emollient night cream. I don't even know. I need to check and see if that product is on. Okay, let's talk about our compacts real quick, and then I'm going to go back to clinical solutions. You'll be excited to know, so don't jump off. You'll be excited to know that we are licensed to do dermacosmetics. So pure retinol, we have 0.5 retinol. If you're 20 or over, say yes to retinol, unless you're nursing or breastfeeding, and I have an answer for you. All the actives, like the number one trending ingredient for 2024, and I think 2025 already too, is niacinamide. Vitamin C, ferulic acid, AHA, PHA, hyaluronic acid. I'm going to tell you about those. And those truly take it up a notch, as in their name, boost. So let's talk about some color first. This is our brush set. I absolutely love this set. It comes with 5 brushes, comes with 3 shadow brushes, like a angular one, a little smudgy one, and then a blending one. It comes with this big fluffy powder brush I love, and this cheek brush, which is everyone's favorite in addition to our foundation brushes, has a little divot right there. So when you want to press it for just doing contour, or you want to use the angle for doing highlighter or blush, love it. And it comes in this little case. You would be shocked. Like, I sometimes don't want to tell people how little this costs, but the cost is $56 retail. It compares to sets on the market, just the open counter market, that are $250 to $300 in the amount of brushes, the case, and the quality. Another brush I love, we have a liquid foundation brush. I keep forgetting to put it out here, but it's amazing. I use it for like my contouring and things like that, and I use this one for my foundation. This one's super dense if you like an airbrush look. If you like just a fresh look, the liquid foundation brush is great for you, but this one is called a blending brush if you're looking for it in the brochure. I don't know why it's called a blending brush, but that is the name of it. Okay, compacts. We have 3 compacts. We love to have a compact building party. So if you're a guest of your consultant or you're watching the replay, that is so fun to just get together with your girlfriends, have some snacks, something to drink, and build compacts together. So this is the Mac Daddy. It's not its real name. It's called a Compact Pro. I just like to call it Mac Daddy. It does not have a mirror, and I'm about to tell you why. So this is my travel one. I keep one packed for travel. It has shadows, it has some bronzers, has a highlighter, a pressed powder, because I like pressed powder like right in here. And you make it up. This. Look how thin. The reason we don't have a mirror in it carries a lot of product. You can put your blushers, your shadows, you can put everything in here. But if the mirror broke, you would have to replace all the products. And we don't want you to have to do this because I don't pack mine in the suitcase. Our pigments are really soft because they're expensive. And the shadow's not expensive. It's $8. It's magnetic. You just make your own set. But the pigments that we use them to make, that's how you know a pigment is good if it's softer. And it's called a Chroma Fusion. So it has almost, I'm going to say it has zero fallout. You might have a tiny bit, but I've never had fallout, which I love that because I don't like to fix stuff that I put on. So this is the medium size compact. It's the one that has the mirror. I have my blush brick in here. My blush brick is one of the favorite things I love to put together for people. I'm a warm girl, so mine has 3 warm colors of my choice and then a highlighter. And if you're a cool girl, we can help you with your seasons if that's something you want to do. Then you would put cool colors in here and just brush it across there. You can't make a mistake. I love it. But you can also put 6 shadows and a blusher and a contour. You can do whatever you want to. I have a friend who has, for her travel one, she has 6 shadows here and 6 here. So she has 12 shadows in this. Then she has a blush brick and another one, and she likes doing that as opposed to the Compact Pro. This is the mini. This is so cute. Like if you're going on a weekend trip with your guy and you just want one look that you can just wear, throw on, you've got it right here, 4 shadows. Also, I love to make one for a teen who's just starting to wear makeup, and I'll put like a neutral blusher and 1 powder shadow in there and then give her a liquid shadow and a mascara to go with it. Okay. That is our compacts. Let me talk to you about those clinical solutions. Oh, where is my, oh, here it is. I thought we have a brand new, about a month or 2 old. Okay, so when we're talking about the magic wand questions, and I'll have about 5 or 6 more minutes, so I'm going to go for it. When we're talking about need specific, so I have four boosters. One is HA plus ceramide. Almost everyone uses this one because hyaluronic acid goes to a deeper moisture level, and you want your skin hydrated so it's not overproducing oil, or in the case of dry skin, so you just don't constantly feel like you're having to put moisturizer. So you want a hyaluronic acid. Ceramide is actually the skin barrier, so it helps to maintain your skin barrier. And they're all in glass bottles with glass droppers. Use them. The consistency is the key. Use them every single day, at least once a day, if not twice a day. The next one, a lot of people use vitamin C. If I say vitamin C to you, we have another serum that has C plus E that is like a glow factor. I use it every day. But if I say vitamin C to you, say yes, because vitamin C is always anti-aging. This is paired with resveratrol, which is the same thing like in dark berries or red wine. That's really good for your skin, good for your body. Well, I'm not going to say wine's good for your body. That's between you and Jesus. That's whatever. Like now everybody's going sober and I love it. Which has nothing to do with MK Close-Up. So I'm not trying to make some sort of political statement. Anyway, vitamin C plus resveratrol. This one is ferulic acid and niacinamide. It's an extreme brightener. So if one of the things you notice about your skin is you just feel like it's dull, you feel like you don't have the brightness that you used to, that does happen sometimes, very often with aging. And niacinamide also, they're both brighteners, but niacinamide has a superpower for people who battle acne. When used for 2 weeks, morning and evening, after that, you'll notice a difference in its acne fighting power. So it's amazing. That's why it's the #1 most Googled ingredient. This one is PHA and AHA, polyhydroxy acid, alpha hydroxy acid. This is for people who are breastfeeding or nursing and can't use retinol, or there's a tiny percentage of people that are sensitive to retinol, and they can use this, and it's a resurfacer. So it resurfaces your skin, helps to advance those cells shedding, and gives you that clean, smooth, soft finish. Okay, these, I always wish I have the before and afters. You'll have to ask us for the before and afters because these, I use these. Now it says to use them a few times a week. I use them almost every morning. I have a few significant food sensitivities. And when I happen to accidentally eat something that cross-contaminates me, I swell up in the morning. I'm all puffy. So I put them on, have my quiet time, have my hot tea, but look how pink and sparkly. Look at that. They're like little smiles. So you just take them. Now I have fat cheeks, so I put the fat part here and the skinny part here. Most people put the fat part here and the skinny part here. So do that, unless you're like me and you have little fat cheeks. We're cute though, right? So those are our hydrogel eye patches. It's like a salad for your face. If I told you all the ingredients, like raspberries and cabbage and broccoli and all the things that suck out all the, add back the moisture and suck out the swelling, and they are heavenly. You just leave them on for about 20 minutes. I leave them on until they get good and crusty, and then I take them off and do the rest of my stuff. Okay, this is also in the clinical solutions, y'all. Okay, I'm not hating on people who get injections, be clear. But if you get injections and you want to save some money, it's 76% as effective as injections. So you can extend the time between your injections. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say injections? Like, okay. If you don't want to get injections because you're that crunchy, remember I'm scrunchy, not crunchy, then you can use this instead, 76%. We're calling it the Forehead Club. The pictures we have of before and afters of foreheads are crazy town. I mean, crazy town. Use it on your dynamic wrinkles. So here, 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 here. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, these two things I don't go without, probably because I live in the South, but also because I didn't tell you this, but I'm an 11 minute in the bathroom girl. Like, I don't want, if I put it on, I want to stay there. I don't want to redo it. I don't want to be in the bathroom a long time doing it. So I don't straighten my hair. And tonight it's crazy, but it's usually crazy. I use a foundation primer every single day after my moisturizer, before my foundation or my CC cream, depending on what I'm wearing that day. And then when I finish my face, this is finishing spray. It's like hairspray for the face, but without sticky. And it has a 16-hour staying power. So I finish my face, arm's length, shh, then I go. And if I want to freshen up, like if I'm going to dinner with friends, I spray that instead of redoing. Because if you take really good care of your skin, you won't ever have to touch your makeup up. You'll just have to do little lips and go. This is our nourishing oil. You're going to see its label change pretty soon as we phase that in. It'll say Mary Kay nourishing oil to kind of match everything else. This is for the tips of your hair. It's for your cuticles. It's for your face. I put a full dropper. It's got a glass dropper. I put a full dropper after my moisturizer at night, the very last thing. I put a full dropper in my Time Wise body lotion. It's a toning lotion. Don't tell me if you don't need toning. I want us to still be girlfriends. I put this, like I said, on my cuticles in the morning. I put about that much after my moisturizer before my foundation primer. And y'all, we call it Jesus tears. No sacrilege. We truly call it Jesus tears because it's that good. Okay. I don't know if I was like, okay, I'm not going to go over satin lips. I'm not going to go over that. I am going to
You're
shut
itching.
and I'm going to, oops, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to shut the recording down in a moment, but I want to tell you before I,
It's made to not
is
hurt.
somebody mute,
Literally
please?
made to. Look, I put this on the angle when she gets ready.
Okay, I muted him. I couldn't find it. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I want you, remember what I said. I want you to have the right combination of products so that you look and feel like $1,000,000. I want you to have the least amount of products for the most amount of results. It literally, I say I'm an 11 minute in the bathroom girl. It takes me about that amount of time to do my skincare and my color. I should probably take more time with color. I should probably do that since I do this. But then I do my hair. So it depends on what the hair would be doing that day. But I want you to do that. And you know what? You're worth it. You're worth it. It's worth it to spend a little time on you so that you feel good. And because when we feel good, we show up differently. You know, I always say confidence is an inside job. We choose it, inside job. We choose it. But sometimes we have to recreate it on the outside to remember what it looks like so that we can choose it. Okay, I'm cutting off our recording. I'm going to go to the chat and answer your